So as many of you know, I pull no punches when it comes to CBR. I've seen some of the craziest things I've ever seen coming from the anime side of things at CBR, but a lot of you guys said, you know what? There's actually another website that you should check out called Screen Rant. So Screen Rant recently came out with a top 35 strongest anime characters ranked. Let's take a look at this top 35 list because I already know I'm about to read some craziness. All right, so coming in at number 35, we actually have Light Yagami from Death Note. Now, I don't know how I feel about this because yes, Light Yagami is extremely smart. He obviously has a Death Note, which is one of the most cheese powers in all of anime. But he doesn't strike me as somebody that would actually make the deal with Ryuk to get the Shinigami eyes. And I think he wouldn't need that to be in a top 35 of strongest anime characters of all time. So, I don't know. Next, we got a character by the name of Ruby Rose. Now, I'm not too familiar with Ruby Rose, but what I will say is that they must be powerful if they're over Light Yagami with the Death Note. At 33, we have Kenshiro from the Fist of the North Star. Now, I'm not really all caught up on the Fist of the North Star, but what I will say is I've seen some things from Kenshiro, and I've heard some things. And if he's sitting at 33, then this list better be jam-packed with some of the most overpowered characters I've ever seen. Some I might not even know. At 32, we have Guts from Berserk. Now I know what's going on here. This is what we're doing. 31 people above Guts? Hey man, you tell me. At 31, we actually have Baki Hanma from Baki the Grappler. Now I'm actually okay with this because when we talk about Baki is one of the most skilled martial artists that we have ever seen in anime. I mean, we can even talk about Baki's father, Yujiro, who is a complete powerhouse, and Baki is trying to defeat him. It's a good pick for a great combatant that does not have superpowers. Coming in at 30 is Edward Elric. At 30? Ed was not the greatest martial artist. We know that Al was a better fighter than he was when it came to straight hands. But when we talk about his ability to really use his alchemy at a top tier level, I mean, boxing with people like Scar and boxing with Father, these are top tier feats, especially in the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood universe. So I don't know if I can put him at 30. He might be in the 20s for me, but hey, it is what it is. At 29, we have Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura. Now, I don't know too much about Cardcaptor Sakura, so I will defer to the community that is really caught up on this series. But what I will say is if this person sits over Ed and Baki and Guts, they must be elite. They have to be, right? At least I would think so. Coming in at 28, we have Akame from Akame Got Killed. Now, I only have one problem with this, is that Akame's sword is literally a one-hit KO for a lot of these people. And her sword having the poison is only one aspect I'm bringing up. I'm not even going to bring up the fact that she's a top-tier elite swordsman, because it should already be known if you're making a list like this. Akame sitting at 28, my eyes are peeled. I don't know what's going on, but we already started this, so we got to see it to the end. At number 27, we have Inuyasha. Inuyasha at 27? Backlash Wave? Tetsaiga? Demon Inuyasha changes things. Now, if we're talking about base Inuyasha, maybe, but when he's in demon form, full mode, it's a problem. I think he might be somewhere in the 15 to 20 range, possibly. The fact that he's at 27, I must be seeing some top tier fighters. Coming in at number 26, we actually have Akira from Devilman Crybaby. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this because obviously being a Devilman, you are gifted with incredible strength, power, you can fly. He was incredible. But when I talk about the people that he had to box in his universe besides Lucifer, he really didn't have anything crazy to really deal with. Especially when we talk about some people underneath him, like Akame fighting Esdeath is on a totally different level than Akira fighting some Devilman. Because again, him being a Devilman gave him boosted powers. At number 25, we have Natsu Dragneel sitting at 25. So hold on a minute. There are 24 characters that are stronger than Natsu. END Natsu, the Natsu that can deal with time. I'm not sure about that. That's kind of wild. We're in for a wild ride though if Natsu is sitting at 25. I must be seeing some characters I have never even heard of. There's got to be something out of the ordinary for this. At number 24, we have Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. Yusuke is incredibly powerful, especially if we talk about his demon form. So I would be okay with this if it wasn't for the fact that Natsu is sitting right underneath Yusuke. I feel like that's disrespectful because we've seen the things that Natsu has pulled off. Now again, Natsu burning time is on a completely different level than the things that we have seen from Demon Yusuke. Now he would not walk over Yusuke, especially his demon form. Natsu would have to work for it. But at the end of the day, I do think Natsu should sit above Yusuke. But let's keep going. Wait, is this for real? At number 23? Sailor Moon is at 23? Hold on, man. Hey, yo, yo, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy, y'all. I don't even... Yo, did they just put Big Mom over Sailor Moon? Yo, what is this? Hold on, wait. Time out. Big Mom is over Sailor Moon. Wait. First of all, how are there supposed to be 22 characters above Sailor Moon? Sailor Moon has been compared to Goku. So I wonder where's Goku at? Where's Goku at? If Sailor Moon's at 23, Sailor Moon should be in the top tier. Sailor Moon should at least be top 10, at minimum. But the fact that Big Mom, Charlotte Linlin, is sitting over Sailor Moon at 22. Hold on, wait a minute. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say about this. Screen Rant, they must be trying to compete with CBR for the most blasphemous article of all time. They must be trying to see who can write the craziest thing and get away with it. Well, too bad that I'm here, because this should be deleted from the internet immediately. I'm not even into the teens yet. I'm still in the 20s, and I think this should be deleted. Big Mom, I'm a One Piece fan. And even I would never write something like this. Big Mom has no business being above Sailor Moon. Where's Roger then? If Big Mom is at 22 over Sailor Moon, then is Roger one? Is Rayleigh sitting at... This is insane, y'all. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna apologize on behalf of whoever wrote this over at Screen Rant, because clearly they won't do it. This is crazy. I'm still blown away at those last two picks. But at number 21, we have Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom. Again, has no business being over Sailor Moon. It's disrespectful to the Sailor Moon community, to the anime community. But what I will say is that I do respect Koro Sensei because obviously incredibly fast, obviously super high intellect, can dodge bullets. Koro Sensei is on a whole other level. But he's not Sailor Moon level though. That's my issue. Not even Big Mom tier. Koro Sensei's beating Big Mom? Come on, let's stop. Stop it. And at number 20, we have Meliodas. Why is Meliodas so low? First of all, Meliodas should not be over Sailor Moon. But this is low for Meliodas. Especially if we're talking about Meliodas that is boxing against the Demon King. We've seen so many different powers besides the full counter. And we know the Demon King has the power of the ruler, which literally makes him stronger as he takes on damage. And Meliodas is still having to box with that? And he's at 20? There's no way. There's absolutely no way. And look at this. Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail is sitting over Meliodas. Come on, y'all. Like, Urza's ridiculously powerful, especially in the Fairy Tail verse. I'm not going to disrespect Urza like that because we know how versatile she is. She can literally change weapons instantaneously. can box with the best of them. Boxing with dragons, we know how powerful she is. But what I want to highlight is that Meliodas can full counter against magic. Well, excuse me, but Fairy Tail deals with magic. How in the hell is Urza beating Meliodas? How in the hell is Urza beating Sailor Moon? I'm not sold. I'm not sold on this. But didn't we just talk about how is Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul over all these characters? This makes no sense. Did he get a new Kagune that I know? Did he get a new power that I have no idea? What came with the new Kagune? Was it an Ultra Instinct or something? Where are these characters, and what's the reasoning? Maybe they said something. Let's take a look at what they said. In exchange for only being able to consume coffee and human flesh, Kaneki gains superhuman strength and the ability to regenerate limbs and even his entire body. This makes him a borderline undefeatable fighter who only grows stronger with each injury he sustains. That's great. He's still not boxing with Sailor Moon. I'm sorry for the Tokyo Ghoul fans out there, but I've seen Kaneki, and he's not boxing with Sailor Moon. He's not boxing with Big Mom. He's not boxing with Urza. He's not boxing with Meliodas. This is blasphemy. What is this? We're not even in the top 10, and I'm finding all types of craziness going on. And why is Ichigo so low, sitting at 17? Ichigo is one of the most powerful shonen protagonists we have ever seen come out of Shonen Jump, and he's at 17? You mean to tell me there are 16 characters more powerful than Ichigo Kurosaki? There are 16 anime. You better show me characters that can box with Aizen with the Hogyoku. I better be seeing something like that. All 16 of these characters better be able to hang with Aizen then. Hold on, Scream Rant, hold on. I see where you guys are going with this one. At 16, we have Tatsumaki from One Punch Man, and I am okay with this. Tatsumaki is incredibly powerful, but she has no business sitting over Ichigo Kurosaki. I said it and I will say it again. We know how powerful her telekinesis is, but over Ichigo, we're not doing that. But what I will say is Tatsumaki is one of the most powerful One Punch Man characters out there, probably one of the closest characters to Saitama. So I am okay with Tatsumaki being in the upper tier of this list, but I disagree wholeheartedly that she's sitting over Ichigo. I know a lot of you guys are about to be mad in the comments. Listen, the Naruto community, I had nothing to do with this. Naruto is sitting at number 15. I don't even agree with Naruto necessarily being over Ichigo, or at least 2 slots ahead of Ichigo. I think if anything, it's neck and neck. They should be definitely right next to each other in these rankings, because we can talk about the villains that they had to deal with. Obviously Aizen with the Hogyoku for Ichigo, and then you have Ten Tails Madara, you have Kaguya coming out as well. We're only strictly talking about Naruto from Shippuden, and Naruto has a lot of abilities at his disposal. He has a Sage of 6 Paths Jutsu. He obviously has incredible amounts of chakra. He can even heal and pass on his powers. I mean, he's ridiculously strong. But so is Ichigo Kurosaki, because obviously he has even Quincy abilities. I mean, Ichigo is a jack of all trades, and Naruto is as close as a jack of all trades in his own universe. They should be right next to each other. I personally believe Ichigo is more powerful than Naruto, but it's very close. At number 14, we have Alucard from Hellsing. I'm not too familiar with Alucard's abilities, so for this one, I'm going to hold tight. At number 13, we have Lucy from Elfen Lied. Again, not too familiar with Lucy's abilities, so I'm going to plead the fifth on this one as well. Now Stream Rant's playing with me. They're playing with me. Because look at this. Netero is sitting at 12, and I love Netero. Obviously, you guys saw the Hunter x Hunter Billiard team. You know how I really enjoy Netero's ability to have that ultimate defense with the statue, the 100-hand statue. But Sailor Moon, Big Mom, Meliodas, Ichigo, Naruto, what? Netero is in his old age. They didn't even mention, let me see. No mention of Prime Netero in any of this. So they're not even talking about him in his prime, but even if he was in his prime, he's not boxing with any of those people. We're not doing this, man. Wow. This is unreal. Next up, we have Eren Yeager at number 11. Now, I'm okay with Eren being in the top 15, but the way Screen Rant has set this up, a lot of the top 15 or top 10 characters are sitting at 20 or so. It's ridiculous. So in this placement of the list, whoever made this has lost it. At this point, I think they just said, you know what, to hell with it. AOT is going crazy right now. Obviously, you know, final season part 1. Let's just throw him over Naruto. I mean, who cares, right? I mean, shoot, Eren can probably box with Aizen with the Hogyoku. He can box with Sailor Moon, right? Who knows? Ridiculous. This whole list should be deleted. I'm serious. This is alarming. I don't even... What? There's no way you watched any of these shows. You can't sit here and tell me that you've seen these shows and put Eren over Sailor Moon, over Meliodas. You know, we're going into the top 10, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me for this long, but I'm worried. Now here they're obviously playing with our emotions here, because at number 10, they're counting the Avatar. So I'm guessing they're talking about all the Avatar from both The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, because that's what I'm seeing here in the writing as well. They're mentioning Kyoshi, they're mentioning Aang, they're mentioning Korra. All I have to say is that's wonderful, that's great. If Sailor Moon drops down into the Avatar verse, everyone's getting smoked. If Meliodas drops down, everyone's getting smoked. If Big Mom, I just don't know. I don't understand this. This is ridiculous. And yes, I do think the Avatar is ridiculously powerful, but I don't think a lot of the people that they're sitting above, even a Yusuke, would be worried about Unalaq or anything like that. They would just destroy everything. Their verse is on a completely different level. And I love Avatar, but they can't box with a lot of the people that they're sitting above right now. And for the fact that they're putting them in a 10 spot, clearly just shows me that this list is off of emotion. It can't be off of strength. At number 9, we have Kageyama Shigeo, aka Mob from Mob Psycho 100. Mob is incredibly powerful, guys. Especially when he's triple question mark. Mob is on a whole other level. But top 10 of all time? I'm not even sure if it's confirmed that Mob has better telekinetic powers than Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. Because we've seen Tatsumaki literally reverse attacks from giant ships that can literally level an entire city. Now, Mob is incredibly fast, ridiculously powerful, but so is Tatsumaki. The fact that he's well over what feels like 5 slots at least over Tatsumaki is ridiculous. I'm not sure if the gap between them is that large. At number 8, we have Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. This one is ridiculous because we know this slot is supposed to say Giorno Giovanna. We know what it is, and it's supposed to include the Gold Experience Requiem, because that is the highest state that we have seen from the JoJo verse that is animated and canon. I'm not talking about Dio, World Over Heaven, or anything like that, but what I will say is for those canon Requiem stands, Giorno's spot should be in the top 10, not Jotaro. And I love Jotaro, but he does not belong in the top 10 of all time. It's ridiculous. At number 7, we have Simon from Gurren Lagann. Now, this is something I could definitely get behind, because when you're talking about fights that include galaxies being thrown as weapons, what else is there to say? I mean, this show went and took power scaling and said, let's just go to the highest ceiling we can possibly go to, and then let's just break that ceiling. And this is what we saw in Gurren Lagann. So I'm definitely going to give Simon a top 10 spot for sure. It's locked in. Might even be top 5. And this is the part where I get worried, because Goku is sitting at number 6. Why? Over Simon too? I'm not sure about all that. What I will say is that there are 5 characters stronger than Goku in MUI. And look at this. Look at the name. Look at this, guys. Look. The name that Kaguya is at 5. Kaguya is at 5. So they're taking a page from CBR's book. They believe that Kaguya can go into the DBZ verse, pull up on Jiren, and throw hands, and come out winning, and get the Super Dragon Balls. This is what they're telling me right now. The same Kaguya that lost to Naruto and Sasuke is supposed to box with Goku and Master Ultra Instinct and come out on top. You see what I'm saying? And at number 4, we have Tetsuo from Akira. Now, Tetsuo... Listen, having the power of Akira is nothing to laugh at. Obviously one of the most powerful sidekick fighters we have seen in anime. But when we talk about the sidekick fighters that he is sitting over, he's sitting over Triple Question Mark Mob and Tatsumaki. Tetsuo was having problems boxing with Kaneda. But you mean to tell me that Tatsumaki and Mob can't hang with Tetsuo? And it's not even like they're close. I mean, this is slots ahead. Tetsuo was top 5. I'm not sure about this. Akira pretty much blew up an entire city. But that wasn't Tetsuo. Tetsuo could barely even control the power, and we saw that. So the fact that he's sitting at top 5 is mind-boggling to me. Coming in at number 3, we have Kyubey from Madoka Magica. Now, I have not seen this series, but if this creature is sitting slots ahead of Sailor Moon and Goku, slots ahead of Naruto and Ichigo, they must be something crazy. They must be something crazy. People that have seen that series, let me know down in the comment section below, because I might have to check it out after this. At number 2, we have the Omni King from Dragon Ball Super. Obviously, I completely agree with the Omni King having a top 5 spot. You're talking about just doing this, and you can erase entire universes. Grand Zeno is on a completely different level. Can't throw hands, but the power that the Omni King possesses is on that level, for sure. And apparently, Saitama from One Punch Man can hang with Grand Zeno in a standoff of universes getting erased. I guess Saitama is the only one that doesn't have to worry about getting erased by Grand Zeno. One Punch Man fans, listen y'all, this is crazy. This is blasphemy. Saitama, I will say this again. If you are a Saitama fan, because I know there's plenty of you guys out there, this is no disrespect to the Saitama fans out there. My only thing, and I've said this before, is that if we're going to talk Saitama being better than Goku, and now he's even over the Omni King according to this, which is... Why haven't we seen any feats of Saitama on the level of these powerful fighters that he's sitting over? Everybody that Saitama has fought in the One Punch Man verse, Goku can beat. Can we say the same for Saitama if he walked into the Dragon Ball Z verse? I've said this before and I'll say it again. We have not seen feats that prove that Saitama can even hang with somebody like Jiren. We're going off of people saying, oh, he's a gag character, so I guess that means that he can hang with everybody of all time? Is a gag character even scalable? Who knows? But what I will say is that this is one of the worst anime rankings I have ever seen in my life. I've seen some crazy things on Twitter. I've seen some crazy things on Instagram, even here on YouTube. But I have never seen a list like this. If you're working at Screen Rant, or scratch that, if you're a mangaka in Japan and you somehow stumble upon this video, reach out to Screen Rant. Reach out to whoever put this article together. They should be fined. They should be fined for slandering your characters, slandering your IP, putting people where they should not be, and putting people... I mean, this is ridiculous, y'all. All jokes aside, man, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel for so long. We're about to reach 50,000 subscribers. It's ridiculous. I got way more stuff on the way, so stay tuned. And if you work at Screen Rant and you did not write this article, please, please give the person that wrote this article a hug. They were probably having a bad day, who knows? And talk to the community, y'all. If you work for CBR, if you work for Screen Rant, talk to the community. Find out, is this okay? Should I post this? There's a lot of people that are watching this video right now that would love to be a part of putting lists together, because what is this? This is crazy. And with that, I'll see you next time. Peace.